Hey friends, I hope to find everyone doing well as you can be at least, because that's how I feel. So I wanted to come and talk about grief. I have been working on my shame or taking responsibility and taking shame from other people's situations, because I am hypervigilant and have to absorb everybody else's problem or make it my own for some reason. I mean, I know the reason is based on childhood neglect, but I want to fix everybody. And I can't even fix myself. I mean, I am, but I have a long way to go. So I've been really working on making sure this phrase is really helpful. Is this conducive to my healing? And if that topic or situation is not, then I don't accept it. I let it go. And I'm bringing in grief into this because it's a really interesting thing. You know, people grieve different ways. And I have been grieving my entire life for various things. And recently, I've come to realization that I've been grieving myself. I've been making a lot of changes in my life with the help of my therapist and friends and some family. And I am not the same person that I was even a couple months ago. And while it's very easy for me to fall back into my old ways, I don't punish myself when I do that anymore, because that's who I am. That's part of me. But I've been grieving this getting so comfortable with being uncomfortable part of me. I know that sounds kind of silly or an oxymoron, but it's true. I've been living this life physically uncomfortable, mentally, emotionally uncomfortable, because that's all I knew. And so that's kind of what I figured that's what I would have. And I had a surgery a little over a month ago that really opened my eyes that I need to be an advocate for myself, and that no matter how much someone tells you they love or care about you, that doesn't mean that they're going to have your best interest. And so I have been in physical pain since my early teens, and doctors would just, give me a medication, and my parents kind of just, oh, you're just thinking this, or, oh, we'll go back to the doctor. And nobody really actually addressed me. And this is something that a lot of women especially women of color and minorities go through on a daily basis. So I don't like saying that I have privilege, but I am Caucasian, and I am treated differently. But at the same time, I'm also highly judged because of my appearance. I'm not the society's view of beauty. So I'm kind of in that chameleon stage where I can be whoever people assume I am, but they don't ever really know who I am because I don't know who I am. I'm still working on that. I'm still discovering that, and it's been exciting and scary at the same time. But I finally was like, hey, I need to stop hurting all the time, physically hurting, because it's causing it to overflow into my mental and emotional, spiritual even life. And so I went to the doctor and I was like, hey, this has been happening for this long. I've been ignored. I've been given medication to try to mask it. And I'm done. I am done. I cannot do this anymore. I am tired of not being treated as if my issue is a problem. And I am really blessed that I found a lovely doctor, surgeon actually, who actually took time and sat down and talked to me and asked me questions and asked me, things as a woman to a woman, not just a doctor to a patient. And she was like, I'm so sorry that you have gone through almost 20 years of pain to the point where you just thought all women go through this. They just don't complain about it. And now you're realizing that it's affecting your life far more than you ever wanted it to. It's affecting your relationships. It's affecting your mental health. And I want to help you. And I had to go through that grieving process of finally being heard and finally getting my pain resolved. I didn't want any more medications. I wanted to wake up every morning and not feel horrible. So I had surgery. And I woke up from surgery and I was like, I swear, I was still groggy, but the pain was gone. And yes, it was replaced with the pain from the surgery, but I knew that was temporary pain. And here I am, almost 7 weeks after having surgery. I just feel like a completely different person. And I've been allowing myself to grieve that loss that I had been living with for more than half of my life. And I'm going to continue discussing this topic of grieving yourself or people in your lives or animals because it's not talked about enough. And it looks different on everybody. And it's okay to grieve, and it's okay to be sad, or it's okay to be glad. It doesn't matter. Your emotions are yours. And I feel that talking about topics such as this, such as grief, and such as being an advocate for yourself, for your health, is really important. I know that there's men and women out there that are going through hell and they keep a smile on their face. I know there's men and women out there that have lost somebody or something and they keep a smile on their face. Who are we fooling? And I understand there has to be some professionalism, like if you're at work, but who are we fooling any other time? If the people in your life can't be there for you or understand that you are grieving or that you are hurting or whatever you're going through and can't be there for support, that doesn't necessarily mean that they need to not be in your life. They just might not be equipped for that. And if I've learned anything from the past couple of years of self-discovery and therapy and all of the other forms of healing that I'm going through and putting myself through, you have to be the one that tells you that it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to speak up. It's okay to tell the person, instead of, I'm fine, I'm not fine, but I'm getting better every day. Actually using the words that you say inside outwardly. You might actually start to feel better. You might actually start to realize that you have been shoving and compartmentalizing all of these things that you really need to get out because they're just causing you more pain and more anguish. And I always say, take baby steps. Nobody needs to run. Nobody needs to bound up the stairs to healing. Take your time. Go at your own pace. All of the things that you were taught as a child that you might possibly need to unlearn, it took you how many years to get to where you are today? Give yourself grace. Sending love to everybody out there that's listening. Until next time, have a good evening. So, hi friends. I hope to find you all doing as well as you can during the holiday season. Because while a lot of people are smiley and happy and full of joy because it's Christmas or Hanukkah or the end of the year, whatever holiday or celebration you decide, I am not the biggest fan of the holiday season because I have estranged myself from my family for my well-being. And I have some family members that I am very comfortable with, but they are far away, or they are have their own families with children and stuff, and or they're hurting really badly and I don't know how to help them with mental health, and so it's harder for me to be around them because I see them suffering and I want to save them from their suffering, but I know I can't, so I isolate. We all experience suffering and how we cope with it in various ways. And not a lot of it is always healthy. But that's okay. You only know what to do based on your comfort. or what you know. So anyway, yeah, it's December 3rd, 2022, and I'm sitting at home with my kitty cat in the recliner. Foil on my right hand to remove my powder gel, whatever, manicure that I had growing out. I really like having pretty nails, but they're not practical. So I'm an artist. I like using my hands. I like creating things. It's one of my passions. And I'm also going to be moving soon. So I need to be moving stuff around more and packing boxes and stuff. And having long nails that need to have, an upkeep, refill or color or whatever, is not going to be conducive to my being an artist, writing, creating arts, various ways, and moving. It's just not worth it. Plus, it'll save me a little bit of money. Every bit counts. So that's what I'm doing. And a lot of my friends or acquaintances right now are like shopping for Christmas gifts or decorating their house, or having parties, and being social and enjoying the chilly weather, unless you live where I'm currently living, which is in Houston, Texas. It's like almost 80, or the high today was like 76. And just a couple days ago, it was beautiful outside. It was like 58 degrees and sunny. And I had my door open, my sliding glass door, and my cats were just coming in and out, and I was working away my little corner of the room, and it was beautiful. And I really look forward to having weather like that when I move up north to have 4 seasons. So yeah, I've been really trying to rack my brain about what I need to be focusing on right now. And I realized that I need to start getting creative and start purging the stuff that I don't need, and vacuuming when it looks like you need a vacuum, because sometimes things get neglected around here. It's a reflection of the owner. I know that I've been neglecting myself, and the holidays are a really good time to be like, okay, I'm gonna go, back into my shell. But, yeah, I feel good. I feel good that I'm taking off these fingernails I already did in my left hand. I feel good that I vacuumed the living room and the kitchen and my bedroom mostly. I'm looking outside the window and it looks beautiful outside, but I don't trust it because it's been raining and I really want to open the door, but I can't because it's going to be humid in here. It's probably going to be warm. So, just going to look. And I'm rambling now. So, I just want you all to know that it's okay to be this way, because this is just the holiday season. It's more of a symbolism of our year ending too, but time is not real, so it's just, the circle of life is literally the truth. It's all cyclical. So, yeah. I hope to hear from you guys in the comments.